My powers are overwhelming. I have color commentary from both sides now.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that Glenn Jacobs was running for mayor. Where's what city? Or is this a shoot? Is this a work?
No, Knox County.
What state is that?
Second.
It's a shoot mayor ship.
Come on, where's this Knox County? Lighting the way for our future. In Tennessee. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. Like Knoxville.
I am gonna just read his webpage to you. Because I travel so much with the WWE, we could live pretty much anywhere in the country that we wanted. But my family and I live here because we love it here. Most of all, we love the people. Folks here are kind and friendly and possess a quality that is lacking in many other places. Loads of common sense. 7 issues that matter to Knox County. 1. Commitment to keep taxes low. Renewed focus on quality of education. So, on his page, he's sitting there in the hip, cool teacher sitting on the desk, but his hands looks like they're making a heart right over his crotch. And I can't unsee it now because color commentary is sitting here messing with me.
Well, that's the thing, right? He's running on the DX platform. As mayor, he's got 2 words for you. Suck it.
If I've won one time in my time at WWE, it's these words. Suck it, Bobby. I don't know what Kane sounds like. I don't even remember Kane talking.
Kane talked very briefly, and he had an ultra voice, except I think Corporate Kane just was a guy.
Corporate Kane. I fell out of wrestling in like '99. I
only know this because
of
this podcast I've been listening to called The Attitude Era on a recommendation from Charlie.
That sounds on brand.
Oh, he was just X-Pac's friend, okay.
So are you going to Atlantis now? Are you under the waters? Are you actually a seal in his aquatic
This is
environment?
Otarusian.
I thought it was drunk or corrupted. I didn't know that was an actual word.
No, the name of the stage is Otarusian 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
It says it right there as I'm mashing through it, because I can skip all the title screens. That's one of the things, you never get a break with this game, because you can skip anything that isn't gameplay. Ah, shoot. See, that's the shot.
Wow, you were correct. That is a fucking one-shotter. Jesus.
Fortunately, I died right in front of the shoes. And yeah, the shark was out of phase because I missed this jump.
It's Sealic, not Sanic, thank you.
It's slow, shitty Sonic.
So Sealic. Like celiac disease, right?
Alright, here's
Not
the
what
jump.
I'm saying anymore.
Here's the jump. I jumped too early. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep going.
Have you actually played through this on hard mode yet?
Nope.
Yeah, just do this run as a
Done a lot of
one.
play on normal mode. Have not played on hard mode. Well, before tonight.
Where did these guys get gum?
That's their noses. Whoops.
What?
Yeah, you pop it and that's their friggin' noses. Yeah. At least that's the way it looks.
I'm gonna have to have you kill one of these for science.
There you go.
What is?
Yeah, I don't know.
You find all type. Matt, why do you have all these shit? Oh, you were underwater!
Yeah.
You lied to me.
I mean, I was underwater, but it wasn't Atlantis.
It's just frame rates.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
I'm surprised. Oh, well, I guess I can't say I'm not. I can't say I'm surprised. It is a shitty game.
5. All right, so I gotta get 5 hits in right here.
Or is there a? Yes.
All right, there we go. Got him.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I really wish there was a little bit more physics behind the water. Like, I just thought it was a blue level.
You're a seal.
And it was like...
You're a seal. Being underwater is natural to you.
Being on land is not. You're a flat, flobbly little blubble.
That's why you run real slow, and you only have one move that occupies all 3 of your buttons.
Jesus Christ.
That's why one of Havoc's super stunts is jumping.
I'm speechless.
That's in the manual. He's got 3 super stunts. Jumping, the flipper flip, and the slippery slide away roll.
Alright, I'm looking up this manual so I can be better informed.
You can also learn exactly how many
retro.
points everything's worth. I want to say this is like the... Also, I have no evidence of this, so I'm just gonna say this is the first ever High Seas Havoc hard mode speedrun that will be submitted.
Oh yeah, another world record you
Yeah.
created.
I'm like Autoblues. The easiest way to get a world record is to play a game that nobody else plays.
Or play it in such a way that makes no one else has played. What was it? I just saw something about somebody doing Metroid. Any items, any percentage, while the controller's covered in Vaseline.
Oh yeah, the honey percent. Yeah, that's a Super Mario category too.
Do you ever think your hobby is silly when that isn't?
Oh, absolutely.
That is an actual factual
Well, okay, so
category.
that was it. That was intended to be a meme. That was the thing they played in a side room at GDQ.
Okay.
Like that, yeah. The intention of that was to be silly. Also, man, getting hit by these fireballs does all at once more damage and less damage than I was expecting.
I was expecting an insta-kill.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised when it was not that. Oh, I think I got hit by the small ones, which on normal mode do a quarter of your life bar. I gotta say, it's liberating to, like, just, I don't know, be doing this with, like, all blank splits.
Oh yeah, just not caring, just actually doing the level.
Yeah. Ooh, almost caught Nick there.
So on a scale of 1 to Twisted, how bad is this game?
So the thing is, like, if it wasn't so brutally hard, it would be a fine game. The thing is that it's just, like, ridiculously hard. I'm gonna have to grab the coward ham now.
Coward ham.
Wait,
he's a steal! Shouldn't he eat fish?
You'd think that, but no, he eats chicken and he eats ham.
That...
Like any God-fearing American seal.
God-fearing American pirate
I don't know why I'm
seal.
grabbing the goal ring here, like, or I'm grabbing the midpoint ring. Like, if I die, I'm gonna have to restart the stage.
Oh, because it keeps your health total?
No, because I'm at 0 lives, and so I'm gonna game over. And when you game over, you start from the beginning of the stage you were on. Okay, cool. And ham still fully restores your life.
Ham.
Oh,
boy, mateys! Pull up a chair and listen to an old seafarer's tale. Far away
Oh
in
wow,
the
that bomb did a lot of damage. That's not good.
Oh Jesus!
Well, I can't take any hits in this boss fight. Also, Charlie does make a good point that seals are basically the dogs of the ocean.
Well, yeah, they're sea dogs.
Anyway,
Sea
continue reading the rich lore of the manual.
I decided to skip the handling your cartridge because I figured most people know how to handle a cartridge.
Yeah, go
much
for
less their cartridge.
I'm gonna go with the safety strats on this one.
Safety first, kids. Wait, how is a mole controlling the fire? Oh, he throws bombs. Got it. Okay, I was trying to figure out how bombs and fire were related.
I don't. There's this Japanese thing I don't understand that connects moles with fire.
Why are moles connected with fire in Japan? Come here, lore woman who knows Japanese and culture. Explain it to me. He more just looks like somebody that. Oh, interesting. Anyways, far away in the land of Cape Sealth, S-E-A-L-P-H. Yes, in the faraway land of Cape Milf. That's what we're gonna go with.
Cape
Cape
Smilf.
Smilf. Stormy seas have brought disaster. Brutal Bernard, the scurviest dog to sail the ocean blue, has stolen the map that will lead him to the hidden treasure that every pirate is after. One Piece.
No, if you read ahead further, you'll know that's the Emeralda, the magical gem with the power to destroy armies or something.
Legend has it that the magic emerald, Emeralda, is in the booty. I have to say booty like booty. He who finds it will rule the world. Only one swashbuckling hero can recover the map to get the treasure first. Captain Havoc!
Yes, then that leads to... That's actually... Captain Havoc is actually the PAL title for this game. The American title and the Japanese title is High Seas Havoc, but the other ones are Captain Havoc, but not like C-A-P'-N, it's C-A-P-T'-N for
yeah,
God knows
that's
what
how
reason.
it's spelled in the manual as well.
Okay, so far none of these levels are different than how they are on normal, except that you just take a lot of damage from hits.
Help Havoc outsmart his boatloads of salty scoundrels and rescue his captured friends held prisoner by Bernard.
Bernard the Blackhearted.
Ahead of you lie swirling waterways, perilous pitfalls, and creepy caverns. Good alliteration there. Speed through exciting stages that will take you from land to boat to mountaintop. Use the flipper flip to zip through the air and level the mean pirates. If luck is on your side, you will come face to face with Bernard the Blackhearted for the final challenge. A vast, stormy seas and dastardly pirates are hidden treasures await you. Alright, take control. Getting started.
Also, I like that they mentioned the flipper flip in the lore multiple times.
Multiple times.
No explanation for like who any of these characters are, or why they work for Bernardo or anything. No names for characters even. Just like.
But it does have a very in-depth guide to how you're scored.
Yeah, it's every hit on an enemy is 100 points. Then certain enemies are higher points. I think defeating a boss is 10,000 points.
Scoring. You can keep track of your power rating, the changes you have left, and the chances you have left, and the score by looking at the counters on screen. 1 diamond counter, 2 score, 3 timer.
You get if you get 100 diamonds, you get an extra life. Also, if you die, you lose all your diamonds.
I thought diamonds were forever.
Nope.
And diamonds were not Crash.
Diamonds were not Crash? What?
It's a JoJo's reference.
Okay.
I got 3 people to just stare at me when I said that.
Land.
Leap through the levels!
Alright, good start, good start. 1, 2. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's not get hit a second time, eh? Ah, whoop, that was the second time I got hit. Alright, now I gotta redo the... I should have just taken a game over. I should have taken a game over at the start of the level.
So it's a bird made of birds.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, most of these names are from the blind race that Smite did. Storm Eagle's dad is a name that came from that. Bubsy's dad is a name that came from that. Dog Wizard's a name that came from that, but probably a name I would have also come up with.
Let's see.
Storm Eagle's dad does not waste your time quite like Storm Eagle does, though. Because his flight patterns are totally scripted, and he always does the same ones every time, whereas Storm Eagle is 100% is just totally random.
Really, I didn't know that.
In direction and duration. I mean, maybe if someone who's like a god at Mega Man X came in here and explained to me differently, but as far as I know, he's like the bane of speedruns, I think. Although, like, you can probably kill him before he gets into his thing if you're, like, really good at running the game anyway.
Fair.
Because we're gonna die if we're gonna die anywhere, we're gonna die at the boss, so whatever. I'm not gonna grab that mid-ring.
Alright. Leaping through the levels. Here's your path to victory. Stay sharp along the way, and remember, anything could happen.
Anything's possible.
Stage 1, Captain Sealf.
Cape Seal.
I can't read, you know that. Havoc is fully charged and fired up as his adventure begins. You're on your way. Stage 2, pirate ship, blasting cannons, flying chomper ship, and pirates galore await you on this level. Beware of a big surprise. Stage 3, Otarushin. These nighttime city streets are crawling with creepy crabs and other critters you must dodge before embarking on a perilous boat ride. Otarushin number 2, stage 4.
I was gonna go this right here.
Underwater trek means all kinds of fish with bad attitude and clams with razor sharp teeth. Watch out for wacky blowfish like you've never seen before.
What? How did I get hit? I was bouncing off of them. Okay, whatever.
So, there has been a fan theory purported from somebody listening to one side of this conversation that this entire adventure is actually just one night out by a pirate, and the rest of it is him trying to get rid of syphilis. And crabs. Because, I mean, after that we have Burning Hamlet. Flames lick at your heels while you keep moving at this fast pace through the stage. And then Burning Hamlet 2. Those hot-headed devils are back for more, and as you race through this burning town and outsmart their white-hot temper.
They're fiery hot Latin tempers. Oh yeah, I think the ice immediately kills you now. Normally the ice is damage over time, and it does about 1/3 of your life bar if you mash out of it.
I saw you run this the last time. Is there a timer for the ice?
Every 5 seconds it freezes, and then on 0 it melts, and on 5 it freezes again. Oh no, wait. Okay, there's usually not a thing there.
There are so many flying squirrels. Holy shit.
Yeah. A big part of this level is learning how to manipulate the spawns. A big part of the end of this game is learning how to manipulate the spawns.
Just so you can get easier jumps.
Yeah. All right. Oh, right. Those guys are there. Well, it's fine. There's a ham coming up. Unless they removed it. Nope. Ham's right there.
Yeah, so it looks like all they did is just buff damage for this run.
Yeah,
for
for
hard
this
mode.
difficulty. I have not seen anything that would be to the contrary of that belief.
Experts.
Oh, boy, that was close. Well, we're not out of the woods yet.
You're not in the woods. You're at a factory.
Touche. Oh, dumb. I'm an idiot. I got greedy.
Mountain Chester.
Yeah, Mount Chester. Yeah, that's the level
Chester.
That's the level I just cleared.
Chilly surprises await on the top of this mountain, rolling boulders, icicle pits, and dive-bombing vultures.
Dinosaurs!
I'm slowly turning into the dinosaurs. DNA. Mount Chester 2.
Welcome to Jurassic Park! Alright.
Como estas la biblioteca? Donde está un thunder lizard? Mount Chester 2. Snow-capped adventure as you scale majestic Mount Chester and take your chances in a heart-stopping checkerboard maze. You never know when everything will drop out from under you.
Actually, you know exactly when it will drop out from under you. The friggin' arrows flash.
Listen, children are stupid. They don't have spatial causal reasoning. They just think things happen.
Spatial causal reasoning.
They don't believe in causality, the children.
They don't believe... yeah! Causality and space don't work for children.
Okay, we're just gonna go over.
I don't need your lip peanut gallery.
You just call her Peanut Gallerelli?
I stumbled over my words, maybe.
Yep. Alright.
Oh,
There's a gold ring. There's a mid-ring coming up right here. And then there's another food soon. Okay, you're gonna leave me alone, right? Thank you.
So who are these Robotnik-looking motherfuckers?
Hmm?
Like
these-
walruses? These yoga walruses?
Man, I wish I could tell you that's not anywhere in the lore. Oh, right. Friggin', I always forget about that guy. I've run this game over 100 times, and I always forget that guy exists. Oh, that was stupid. I got greedy.
Frozen Palace. A factory like you've never seen. Just when you thought it was safe to go in the water, watch out! Zap.
I got there. I just talked about how I don't remember that guy, and then I didn't remember that guy again.
He just permanently is not... Oh, that was a bad hit.
I have a really... In this level and the other level, I have a really hard time, like, seeing enemies.
I can see it with this level. It's very visually...
Busy.
busy. That's the word. Yep.
Oh, right. That's where that dude spawns. Alright.
These magic teleporting flying squirrels.
Anyway, this is all the same spawns as before. I'm not used to this particular arrangement of dudes. Normally they're... Okay, come on. Give me that life. Okay, yeah, even extra lives are where they normally are.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not used to this particular arrangement. There's supposed to be a third guy that spawns? There he is. Anyway, on normal mode, I would be about 4 minutes from completing the game on my best run. Alright, I gotta wait a second so that this freezes when I get here. The task does this in a way where it bounces off the 2 flying squirrels. Wow, I just did that without even thinking about it. I knew there was a dude I needed to bounce off of. No, okay, we're gonna go get some extra life here.
Yeah, it seems like you'll probably be fine with the, once you actually learn the pattern, since most of this is just, like, taking into account damage.
Yeah, the problem is that Dog Whiz is I'm not gonna say is unlearnable, but Dog Whiz is random, and the randomness is kind of seated on Power On. So I can't even do any good practice of the, like, I can't even do any practice of the fight aside from, like, the general concepts. There's a few static parts of it that I can definitely practice
Is that a
against.
ghost?
Yeah, a pirate ghost. Wow, I got through this part without even taking damage. Nice.
Frozen Palace 2. A maze of industrial disaster as you zoom through high-voltage pitfalls and other goofagoons who will try to stop you. And now that we've caught up, I will just continue to read the stages as you get there. You can't kill a ghost by jumping on it. Ghosts are immaterial. Ethereal.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do, Travis.
I'll tell you. Just prove me wrong.
Alright, get out of my way, ghost. Okay, I almost just ate a ghost in the face. Okay, and the chicken still recovers about half of your life. Alright, now this is the part that kills me a lot.
Oh god, I can see what you were meaning by the game gets brutal. Jesus.
Why can't I not duck? Alright, cool. I'm gonna, wow, I really thought I was dead. Okay. Fortunately, Bubsy is pretty easy to dodge, so... Also, notice those pipes in the background that say out.
Do they really? I wasn't paying attention to those.
Yeah, again, I've run this game like 100 times. I didn't even notice that for a long time.
All I see is the ice machines are people's faces.
Anyway, this is going to make the Bubsy fight a little harder because I don't have the shoes. So all of these platforms are ice, but ice physics in this game are weird. And also you can't jump through any of the platforms, and basically, like, jumping off of them too soon guarantees that you're going to bonk and fall into the spike pit.
Yeah, as soon as you were jumping around them, I figured there was something weird about it.
Yeah.
What the ever-loving...
Okay, oh, shoot.
Good dodge.
I know approximately where the caltrops will land when he throws them.
Wait, he did a Rapukin!
There's a lot of fighting game moves in this game.
Where's the Raging Storm? Raging Storm.
There we go. We win. Alright, now we're getting to the real Dark Souls.
Fort Bernardo! I speak the most Italian. A cave of despairs, moving boulders, falling stalactites, and bloodthirsty bats will keep you on your toes!
Yeah, no, this level is mostly bats that you can't see that drop out to exactly your height when you reach a certain screen distance.
Oh, Jesus.
So, again, most of the speed tech in this level is just learning how to manipulate how the bats drop. I think there's an extra life here, right? Oh, I must have missed it. Alright, well, I spent too much time looking for an extra life, so I'm gonna have to wait for this dude to just pass. Because he just goes real slow. Oh, right, yeah, there's bats there. So those bats usually do a quarter of your life. I always forget the bats are there, too. When I don't forget they're there, that goes a lot... When I remember they're there, that goes a lot more smoothly.
I love how all these descriptions are like shitty carnival levels of like description.
Welcome to the Circus of Values!
Circus of Value! Yeah! Maybe they got rid of the extra. Oh, no.
There we go, there's the extra life. It's hidden behind a foreground element. I just couldn't remember which one in particular.
Fair. They all look the same.
Alright. There's the other bat. So yeah, this level and the level after it are mostly pits and things that knock you into pits. Which you just have to know are there. And down the hatch. And then these mice suck. We're just gonna do grandma strats.
So what's the big boy strats? Killing the mice?
If I wanted to be like there's a way the task does it. It just does like front flips over and over.
Yeah, Matt, why can't you be good like a tool-assisted speedrun?
Yeah, why can't I just be a robot?
Why can't you just be a Robert?
Alright, so the Mount Bernardo 2 is where the real Dark Souls begins for real, though.
Wait, no, there is a mistype in the game then. It's not Mount Bernardo, it's Fort Bernardo
Oh,
in the
yeah,
manual.
that's okay, yeah, it's probably Fort Bernardo.
Well, it said Mount on the screen.
Okay, yeah, then the manual or the game is wrong.
Surprise.
One of these two
Fort-
things. Probably the manual.
Fort Bernardo 2! Bernardo's troops of meanies will stop at nothing to defeat you!
I'm also
Keep
curious
sharp.
if the manual's different in the PAL version, because in the PAL version, Cape Sealth is not a level. It
Really?
immediately starts on pirate ship. And apparently this is done in a really hacky way. On TCRF, they talk about how the game goes to 1-2 or goes to 1-1, but then immediately what is it? The game goes to 1-1 and then immediately loads 1-2.
Weird.
Like it starts loading 1-1 and then somewhere in the loading of 1-1 it will load 1-2 instead.
Why?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Oh, pal. You're so weird with your rules.
Anyway, Dog Wiz is gonna be a treat.
Is that this guy?
That's the boss of this stage. Oh, what friggin'! I messed up my momentum. I tapped the button. And you gotta hold it. So the thing is, you have 3 buttons in this game that all jump, but running is very important.
So what is the? Oh, well, I guess I can check out.
There's
the
no
controller
button
to see what
for
you're talking about.
run. There's no button for run. If you walk for half a second, you will start running.
Weird.
That means that you're basically always running unless you're basically always doing a running jump unless you are standing still and press forward and jump at the same time. Then you will not make your jump if you do that. So you gotta remember to conserve Havoc's momentum if you want to get through.
I love how this is just a one-button game.
Yep. Alright, now we're probably gonna die on Dog Wiz. Like, I'm just gonna take that as a given. If I don't, then I'm a god. I can normally get 2 of these birds with 1 hit. Also, I'm not just killing one of the birds and going underneath the guy, because these particular guys, the birds reverse their pattern when you go halfway past them.
Just literally at the end of the game, because, you know.
Yeah.
How the
And
rules
there's
work.
only 3 of them in the game. Alright. Now, pro tip to Dog Wiz is kick him in the crotch.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
Okay, that's not good. We're dead. Alright, it looks like it's in the middle, and then you move to the... you move 3/4 down the screen, and then you move to the edge. Oh, shoot. Okay, I just threw off my whole pattern. Alright, I gotta do this. I gotta do intended strats now. So the other thing about this game is that stuff is like tied. Things only are on local cycles. So you can manipulate the whole game by what is over here? Oh, okay, it's nothing. Wow, look, nothing.
Wow, look, nothing.
Digital styles, digital dancing. Hey, this is fun. Oh, look, nothing. Digital
Oh, man,
styles.
We need to get you this manual so you can have your scorebook chart. So you can keep your speedrun
Oh, yeah,
strats.
so I can hold on to my up to 4 pages of scores. I've actually been writing my score at the end of every run I do. My fastest run has ended with a score of 866,900.
Nice.
I don't know what my score for this run is because every time you take a game over, it resets your score.
Oh, that sucks. Get there before your friends do! Burnt? Befuddled? Bamboozled? Call the Data East tip line and get insightful answers and gaming tips on all Data East games. Be first on your block to master everything from Slide Pocket to Atomic Runner.
Oh man, I love Slide Parker.
Slide Pocket. Did I say Parker?
That's what it sounded like.
Fair. Call 1-900-4545 HELP! 95 cents for the first minute, 75 cents each additional minute. High scores are just a phone call away. I love
Also,
my
this also
stupid-
one thing, when you get to the credits in this game, it doesn't even tell you what your score was. Like literally, you have to look at it as the game is ending and write it down. Because once you get to the credits, there's nothing that tells you what your score is at all. All right, kick him in the crotch.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Now I just got to get through the static parts, and then once you get to phase 2, you just have to get to the edge of the screen, and then you can dodge the rocks pretty easily. So this part's all scripted. So that said, I still kind of mess it up because it's pretty tight.
So when you look up, it looks like you're jabbering.
Let's see if they change this pattern. Nope. Let's see if they changed which one's the real one. Nope.
No, I don't think they changed anything. Again, I think the game is just designed to be.
I bet getting hit by any of these kills you now too. Ooh. Fucking threaded the needle on that one.
Go play some Toho after this. You got the skills.
No, I'm still terrible at bullet hells. I'm just very good at this particular bullet hell.
This particular garbage bullet hell.
Ah, shit. That was dumb. Alright, now I gotta do
Yeah, I
definitely
definitely see this run being living and dying on the bosses.
Ah, that's not good. Alright, I'm probably dead.
Well, it doesn't kill you in one shot. That's a good.
Yeah,
thing to
but
learn.
I gotta dodge all the friggin' rocks, and now I gotta also get an extra hit in somewhere. So yeah, you can take one hit on this fight without dying.
I wonder if expert is just literally you can't get touched.
Is there expert? I only know there's hard.
It said there was expert in the manual.
Alright, I'm just gonna eat another death because I fucked up tremendously. As far as I've cycled through the menu, I mean, it also says there's limited continues, which there aren't.
Ah, fair.
Oh, that was dumb. I'm an idiot. So that's what I was talking about, the momentum. I didn't build my momentum enough before jumping off of that ant.
Ah, things you only hear in speedruns. I didn't build my momentum up large enough running off that ant.
So, because I didn't build my momentum up, the jump fell short and I missed the platform. I wonder how bad the damage boost on the final level is going to be. Because there's one damage boost I have to take.
Sorry, I just saw your video game post about Bouncing Fox production.
What?
On Discord. If anyone wants to try it, it's the worst controlling video game I've ever played. And
Yeah,
I played a Lifeline.
Yeah, apparently
Oh,
my...
I remember this one. I was watching you play this earlier.
Yeah. That was the game I did on the... That was the game I was doing on Mystery Tournament.
Jesus.
This is the Mystery Reject Tournament, which is why all the games are awful.
And yet you chose to make a speed run of the awful game.
Yeah, you know, why not?
Shame it. Is this the one that you decided that you wanted to do because you wanted to shame it?
No, that was Lifeline. But this one also holds a special place in my heart. I have no, like, particular interaction with this game aside from that one blind run. Oh, that's bad. Oh, crap. Alright. I accidentally touched the button. And then that ghost spawned in a weird way. Alright, now I gotta figure out where shoes are. I don't think there's any shoes at the end of this level. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna be doing Dog Whiz for... What the... Okay.
Ooh!
That ghost normally does not do that. So it's something about how I'm not just running at it. High Seas Havoc European Extreme Difficulty, yeah. If you want to go for big Bernardo, you can't be spotted once. And you have to use only non-lethal kicks.
But they also added some voice lines, so when he beats me, he goes, "I'll seal you later, bro."
He calls into, yeah, he calls into Isabella, asking about ham. How does it taste? I want more.
Seal?
Hmm?
Like the Navy? Charlie, I forget, is there seal available in Metal Gear? Can you eat seal?
I thought you were asking if one of the Foxhound members were a seal.
I don't know if there's a cool enough seal name for there to be a Foxhound seal.
I guess the Foxhound members kill lots of Navy SEALs. Actually, no, that's the, whatever the terrorist group that takes over Big Shell is called.
Would you call Havoc a Navy seal? He is bluish, dark bluish, and he is a pirate.
I wonder if that was the whole joke that they made for this game.
Oh God, I really hope it's just that simple.
They just wanted to make a game about a Navy SEAL.
They were like, how do we do this? Navy means water. Seals live in water.
Navy means water,
Navy...
and seal means seal.
If we combine the two, we have nothing. Let's make a game about nothing.
Oh yeah, Seinfeld.
Look at this Wolf McCloud motherfucker. Are these rocks random? They seem to be...
They're the same every time. So that's the thing. They're random, but their randomness is decided at power on.
Oh, okay.
Now I gotta figure out how I fucking threaded the needle last time.
Oh man, this reminds me of a movie I have on my Netflix called Psychokinesis.
Sounds amazing.
It's
also from
Go ahead.
Sounds like it was amazing and also from the 70s.
It is brand new. It's from the guy that made Train to Busan, a Korean film about zombies on a train. Korean film, family on a train, zombies are on the train. The telekinesis one, though,
Oh, that's bad.
is about a Korean salaryman who develops telekinesis.
Oh, what? No.
Yes, you heard me.
I mean, okay, I guess that's a fair name for that movie.
smash him while he's
Nope, he's invincible.
Ah, okay.
You bounce off of him and it makes a tink noise. So that one rock that flew right over my head, the second to last rock he threw out, that rock will come at you if you're more than if you're less than half a screen length from him.
Tracks?
Yep. Ah, son of a bitch.
Did you beat him?
I beat him and then I died.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's because I missed. I attacked him too early, and I bounced off. Because all the enemies in the latter half of this game have stupid long amounts of iframes. Anyway, I'm just gonna take it dead because I'm not gonna make it with one hit and one hit down. So if I miss that hit on him, I have to get a third hit after the rocks start dropping.
Jesus.
And that's pretty much just a crapshoot. Dang it, I just hit there. Oh, what?
What?
That rock wasn't there last time. Or was it? I don't remember. I remembered being able to move just in front of him, and that was a safe zone. Anyway, this is what makes this take so long, is that, like, it's just this fight. And then the final boss. Although the final boss, if everything else is scripted, the final boss will be easier than Dog Wiz. Just because I can predict everything the final boss does.
Yeah, it seems like Dog Wiz is going to be the harder one just because it's so long and dodgy.
He takes, aside from the final boss in the game, he takes the most hits of any boss at 12.
Jesus.
Every other boss takes 10. The final boss of the game takes 20. He's got 2 different phases. He takes 8 hits for his first phase and 12 hits for his second phase. And the second phase is the one that sucks. Because it has the most bullshit attack in the game.
Oh. Well, we'll see it, I'm sure, here in a minute.
Now, I've mostly... Oh, shoot. Okay, that was stupid. I thought that already happened. Alright, we're not going into this with full... We're not going to go into this with full life, but that's fine, because basically I'm going to refill to a point where I'm going to... If I take... It's going to be 2 hits regardless. Anyway, that's why I saved that chicken for the end. And that's the only healing item in this level. Just that one piece of chicken. Now, the thing about the final boss is he's basically impossible to fight without the speed shoes, and when you die on a boss, you lose your speed up shoes.
So what, it's just an automatic reset?
Friggin' really? Again? Fuck you, Ghost. That fucking sucks. Alright, that sucks. I bounced off the fucking Ghost, and then I ran into the guy. Right, I'm used to having the shoes, so I'm used to just being able to run under that rock. Alright, I gotta do this again. So yeah, so the final boss is basically, like, there are ways to fight him, but basically, like, I just haven't practiced any way that doesn't involve the shoes, because it's a giant pain in the ass, and it would be even harder to do any of the stuff. I basically have to wait through a bunch of attack cycles. So basically, he has this one, like, his most garbage thing is that he's got this lightning that homes in on you. It follows, like, a grid on the screen, but it can, as long as it's following that grid, it can move in any direction at once. Which means if you jump over it and it's... Oh, fuck. God damn it. Alright. I let go of the button and I pushed it again. But basically, as long as it's following the grid, it can do whatever it wants. Which means that if you jump past it and it's right behind you, it doesn't have to loop around. It can... Whoa, that was weird. Why did my entire... Yeah, my entire computer just hiccup there for a second for some reason. But yeah, so if the lightning's behind you, it doesn't have to arc around or anything. It can just pull a 180.
Oh god, fuck that.
And it's slower than you, but it's way more maneuverable than you.
Clearly, you need to be able to fight underwater, where the seal has the natural advantage to the lightning.
Yeah, weirdly, there's an underwater stage, and there's no underwater bosses in this game. Oh, something about one of my hard drives decided to spin up is what happened. Oh, friggin' really? Okay, that's dumb.
So I was thinking of you a couple of nights ago when, out of nowhere, my YouTube decided to show me when RNG fucks speedrunners.
That sounds like an Apollo Legend video.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. But like, one of them was Super Mario 3. Yes, Super Mario 3, and it was like a 9-second Hammer Brothers reset. It was just him like watching it reset.
Oh yeah,
like,
because they go around the
looking at
stage until they can get to a legal like level.
Yeah, so that was just sitting there for 10 seconds and just dead.
Did they show like Did they show the Link to the Past run where Ganon, the final fight with Ganon, where he just warps around the screen like 30 times in a row and can't be hit?
I haven't heard that one. One of them was a GTA speedrun where the guy like finished a level, died so he could reset closer, jumped into a motorcycle, and then got immediately hit by a trolley, and it carried him like 15 feet down the way and destroyed the bike. And this was like after 3 hours.
Jeez.
The best one, the number one though, was someone was doing a Yu-Gi-Oh speedrun. It was like 13 hours in, and then he got Exodia. And it had never seen Exodia ever in the game.
That's amazing. That's a moment you clip.
Yeah, it was a clip. It was just like, I can't be mad. It took 13 hours to get this far. Just got, what?
Wow, those porcupines one-shot you. Also, yeah, this boss is brutal. So I mentioned before that blind race that Ty Tuesday and Smite and Oth did. That took Smite 10 hours. The first 11 levels of the game, it took 2 hours.
Oof.
This boss took 4. The final boss took 4.
God damn.
And I believe also Smite started using save states to just practice the boss a bit. Which is the only reason it took 4. Because I'll say, learning how to fight the final boss for this speedrun took me, like, the final boss fight alone took me more time than, let's see, like, I want to say it took me as much time as it took to learn 3 individual levels of this game.
Jesus.
Like, I think I spent, like, I want to say I spent like 8 hours just practicing that boss, and that fight is a minute and a half. Because again, like, it's a bunch of stuff that looks random, but isn't. And so like, a lot of it is dodging stuff that is just total chaos. Now, one thing that somebody told me, which we'll find out here hopefully soonish, is that it actually is random on hard mode. Given everything else I've seen, I'm willing to say probably not. I want to say that person just sort of gave up. Much as I should have, much as any reasonable person should have.
Nah, never give up, as that Japanese commercial says.
Well, also there's the other side of that is the what is it? The quote from Teller. Sometimes magic is just investing far more time than any reasonable person would expect. Shit.
Damn.
I thought I had that. Are you Buzz Lightyear?
I love
love your movies. Ah, fuck.
Oh man, that was my favorite thing of the latest pre-release on Loading Ready Run. They had somebody on there from who does magic content that's called Mr. Wizard. Looks like a wizard. And one of the guys was like, "Oh my god, I love your movies! Unlimited power, right?" Like, made him do a selfie and all that shit. Nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got that. Basically, I'm just looking at the top of the screen and just hoping I remember where I actually am. Oh, frig. Alright. I'm not used to not having the shoes when I jump over that one particular rock. Although, that's sort of... Really? Okay. I jumped too early. Anyway, yeah, in true Dog Whiz fashion, this is taking me about as long as the rest of the run so far. I got to this stage at 30 minutes in, and it is now almost an hour in.
It's because Dog Whiz is a good boy at keeping you away.
He's a very good guard dog, yes. The goodest boy.
The goodest boy. Oh, speaking of highly annoying but good boys, my favorite YouTube dog updated with like 3 videos.
Which one is this?
Zeus, the annoying husky, or the stubborn husky.
Is this the potato skin eating one?
No, this is the one that's sitting in the tub screaming because they won't cut the water on. I've been following that channel ever since. So like today was him at the. It was like 3 videos. One of them at the vet. One of them is sitting on the stairs screaming because he didn't want to get down, but he wanted to go outside. And then just another one of him just sitting on the couch getting head rubbed. Just fucking the most neurotic little shit ever. It's the best.
Is he the one with the saddest woo? Oh my friggin' really?
No! Saddest of Woo is just another, that's just a new... I love the story behind the Saddest of Woo. It's like, yes, I am a monster for not taking him out for a walk the moment I get out of a shower. Well, you're starting to hit multiples in each kick now. So
I learned to do that a long time ago. I don't always do it because it's a really precise thing you have to do, but I try. That's my speed tech because I don't know how to get around these guys easily.
Yeah, fair. No, I was noticing that you're hitting multiples now when you were hitting like 1 or 2 at the beginning of the run.
Oh, really?
Fuck you, porcupine!
I just missed the ant. Also, I have to hit left when I'm bouncing off of that chest, because if you just bounce on it normally, you bounce up into spikes and die.
Fair. And balanced.
Yep. Alright, this is the last life here. Also, yeah, this is the other thing. Like, on top of Dog Whiz, just this level's just really hard too.
Fucking, yeah.
Like, if I was doing this blind, like, there's just so many bats that just come out of the ceiling. Like that one. And just hit you into spikes. In fact, I've taken...
Yeah, I think that's probably the worst point of it, is, like, it's not that the bats kill you, it's that they knock you into an insta-death.
Yeah. Like this one. This one is... What I'm doing right there is what the task does. The tool-assisted run doesn't even know a faster way to get around that other than to bait the bat out and then wait for the platform to fall.
Jeez.
Oop, I flipped... Oh, shit. Alright, that's bad. I flipped around and I didn't realize it. Alright, well now I can't take any hits on Dog Whiz. Whatever, YOLO. We've gone through Dog Whiz and taken 2 hits. We can go through Dog Whiz and take 0 hits. You know, why not? It's a free country. Oh, I almost got hit there. You don't want to kick him in the chest, because then he hits you with his rave laser.
Can you attack him when he's raving?
I mean, you can. You're probably going to get hit. Really? What did I get hit by? Alright, that's 30 minutes of just Dog Whiz. It's not even... the thing that bugs me is, like, this boss is even a pain in the butt to practice, because, again, the random rock patterns are seated at power on.
Yeah, so
So
it's
so I can't even make a... Like, it's not seated by step count, it's not seated by time, it's not seated by anything like that. Like, it's just, like, if I want to get a new... If I want to try and... Really? If I want to try and learn a new pattern, it's... I have to boot the game up and get to this level. And hope that a new pattern happens.
You know, it would have been a great thing to do. Hack the game so it reseeds whenever you get
Whenever I get what?
new shoes,
Oh, yeah.
so that it continues to be on boot.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Oop, almost ran into that.
I had another one of those earlier today that I was really proud of.
Oh, hit me.
What was it? I think it was Rebecca was doing something. I was doing something.
Yeah, like she wants to do.
Fuck off.
I hear Rebecca's really into doing things.
You know, she's a person. She's not my Canadian girlfriend. She's real, I swear.
Anyway, anyway, what was up?
It was like, I made fun of her because she was playing 2048 on a Psychopaths released like a light novel for free that we got through PSN, and it has 2048 on it. And she's been playing it, and she's like, "Don't fucking judge me." And I was like, "Listen, no judgment. Just have it. It's like, it amuses me." I was like, "Whatever. Just have fun. You get amusement out of it. It's fine." She's like,
"Oh, fucking goddamn! I fell off the ant. I've never fallen off the ant." All right, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die. This is what I deserve.
And then, like 3 minutes later, when she wasn't paying attention because she was doing something else, it's like, "Listen, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can enjoy whatever flavor of mint you want." She's like, "What?" It's like judgment and amusement. Whatever flavor of mint you want, it's fine. And I got a little bit of a strangulation for that one.
Nothing like a little light domestic abuse to really bring a relationship together.
Listen, if that's how she can survive with all the puns I throw her way, that's fine. I'll take a little strangulation as long as I keep throwing puns left and right, center.
Also, man, that's just that whole thing about judgment. Also, just reminds me of one of the best tweets I remember. Just like, my parents told me I'd never grow up to be the Pope, but here I am wearing a dope as shit hat and judging everybody.
Oh man, I need to read you a crazy thing that happened on my Facebook. I don't know if it's still around.
Sure.
Just because we're talking about
give something back to the
shit.
internet.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find it. It was as per usual. It wasn't as bad as like, yo, the atmospheric beasts are feeding again, and you need to stop the contrails because you're killing them.
What?
That guy, Oh, oh yeah. Sorry, I forget people don't see my fucking Facebook as much as I do. I have a conspiracy theorist on my walls who
Oh, is he talking
believes in
about chemtrails?
contrails.
Wait, what
Yes,
are
chemtrails and contrails. He calls them con because they're not chemtrails, man. They're contrails because they're concentrated chemicals. Chemicals in the air are normal. That's why you got to specialize and call them contrails.
So what does he think keeps like the politicians safe?
I don't fucking know. He only randomly appears every now and. It was a discussion of chemtrails, and then he doubled down into atmospheric beasts. I don't know if you know about those or heard about those.
I've not heard about those.
Oh. So you know, in Japanese anime or you see whale flying through the sky or like the space jellyfish.
Sure, yeah, the space whales.
Atmospheric beasts are literally people that think those things are in the atmosphere, which is why NASA.
That's why they're turned off, right?
Yeah, that's why and that's what the chemtrails are for, is to keep the atmospheric beasts at bay and to make you their mind slaves. And what he linked was look how majestic these things are, and it was a low-hanging cloud that had popped due to atmospheric pressure, and he's like, look at the beast feeding, it's majestic, and it's just a fucking rain cloud raining over a very small patch of grass. And it's one of those people where anyone's like, so do you really believe in this? He's like, listen, I'm not saying I believe in it, I just want you to think about it.
What?
Think about it.
I mean, okay.
I think about it and I think it's dumb. Anyways, so the latest thing that stumbled across my the latest thing that stumbled across my Facebook is how apparently, according to some national research, environmental working, there it is, Febreze is killing us.
Okay.
Febreze has 87 chemicals found in it. First thing that's really important to understand, the product does not remove odor. It does not clean the item it comes in contact with. The odor molecules are still there. Your nose just can't perceive them because you smell the chemical product instead.
Well, I mean, the thing about Febreze, like, that's not, like, totally inaccurate. The thing about Febreze is that, as far as I understand, it's like a donut-shaped molecule, and it traps other like particles that we smell.
Yeah.
And that's why it acclaimedly erases the smell.
Sure.
So I mean, like, it's you know, it's not like correct, but it's like correct-ish.
That alone should be your warning. We know inhalation of any chemical is dangerous. Several of its ingredients listed below are known to irritate the lungs, but this is a chemical whose entire purpose is to be inhaled. Fortunately, there's not much data being shared. Unfortunately, there's not much data being shared on Febreze and their many products. But the EWG did conduct a test for the ingredients of their products, Febreze Air Effects. Shockingly, P&G only lists three ingredients on the product, but the EWG, they found 87 chemicals total. Now, these are just one Febreze product, and the fact that only 3 ingredients were disclosed and that so many undisclosed ingredients are dangerous, it's safe to assume that their other air fresheners are just as dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust anything Procter & Gamble makes. So, you know, point to that guy.
Febreze ingredients. Below, you'll find just a list of some of the 87 ingredients found in Febreze Air Effects, listed in order of their toxicity to human. BHT, known as a neurotoxin, endocrine disruptor, immunotoxicity, non-reproductive organ system toxicity, skin and lung irritator. Acetaldehyde, known to cause cancer, toxic to reproduction and development, immunotoxin, non-reproductive oxygen system toxin, skin, eye, and lung irritator. Fragrance, and air quotes. One of the 3 ingredients actually disclosed. It's a neurotoxin, immunotoxin, and allergen. Propylene glycol, causes cancer, allergies, toxic to immune system, accumulates in the system, non-reproduction organ system toxin, is classified with enhanced skin absorption, and irritates the skin and lung.
All right.
Like there's 18 more of these, and it's just a picture of a Febreze, and it's like, Febreze, we're out to make the world breathe happy. Febreze contains 80 known toxic chemicals, including genotoxins, neurotoxins, reproductive toxins, mutagenic chemicals. You know what?
Friggin'. Okay, I know what's happening. The little rocks wave around, and I'm jumping too late, and the rock's low. Also, Cat's if you're talking about the new flat Earth thing, like the idea that the Earth wraps around like Pac-Man, that's actually not a new thing to flat Earth. Some of them there's a whole like cultural debate between the flat earthers as to whether or not there is an edge to the Earth. The ice wall is one idea. Then the other idea is the God Dome, which is also known as the sports stadium or the snow globe model, which is as described in the Bible. The sun and moon are like a projection on a dome.
Oh, there's also the old. It's similar to the dome, but it's instead of a projection, it's just a whole dome, and that we can't actually see the universe at large because the dome is only holes for us to view through. There's also, I think, on top of the snow wall, there is the snow field, and that the Earth is flat because it's in a massive snowdrift that appears to be a wall, but there's there's multiple Earths throughout the snowdrift. So if you were able,
are you talking about the meme one where the Earth is flat, but there's many flat Earths that are all on round planets?
No, this is a different one. It sounds like a meme because, surprise, most of these flat Earth theorists sounds like stupid memes. This is the idea that essentially take a bunch of coins in your hand and go out to the next snowdrift and throw coins. And like a penny is Earth, but Earth 2.5 is the quarter. And you can't see it because it's slightly depressed in the snow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one thing. Did you ever... did I ever link you the Ono, Ross, and Carey episode where they... any part of the Ono, Ross, and Carey series where they talked about Flat Earth?
No.
Because they ended that with an interview with Mark Sargent, who is hailed by Flat Earthers as sort of the father of the new Flat Earth movement. And it was surprisingly civil, like the interview between them. Like, he admitted fully when he didn't understand things. He didn't make any effort to explain things that he didn't think he understood.
Interesting.
He also explained that, like, I think we also kind of got to the heart of it, is like, most flat earthers are like religious, like they believe that the government's trying to hide God from us or something like that. Sargent is a secularist, but he's basically said that he's created this, what he calls this like sports stadium Earth, because like he can explain everything that happens. He doesn't understand cosmology or like astrophysics or something, but he understands this. And that's been his explanation for why he believes this, because it's what makes sense to him. Like, they were saying, like, well, I mean, your whole thing like requires a lot of really complicated systems to work, and it's like, yeah, but you take your globe Earth, like that doesn't work on its own. You have to have like physics and everything behind it. But like my sports stadium, you can just put that on a table and it works. Which, like, you know, I'm not saying that's a reason to do it, but like it makes sense. It makes it make more sense to me, at least. There we go.
No, that tends to be what the scientific research ends up saying, is that
the scientific research on flat Earth.
Well, the research into conspiracy theorists, and it includes flat Earth, but also like JFK and stuff like that. It's people that want an explanation but can't quite understand or comprehend the explanations given to them by society. and needing to between that and like a low level of schizophrenia of like excuse me, not low level schizophrenia, high level pattern recognition. In that humans are naturally pattern recognizing creatures. It's how we survived. We found patterns and things that weren't there, and the people that showed a higher propensity to believe and or start conspiracy theories, people that had a fundamental over analysis of patterns, so they saw patterns that weren't there, or found data that they correlated into a pattern that wasn't really a pattern.
Right. Ah, shit. I was hoping to use that hit for the last hit on this boss because I attacked too early. Why did I jump? You've watched me do this fight for 40 minutes. I haven't jumped on that the entire time. Right now, I just decided to jump for some reason.
Muscle memory.
It's not even muscle memory. It's not a part I've jumped at.
Ooh!
Ah, shit. I thought I remembered where I was in the pattern. Alright, this is... At least I got 3 hits in, so I'm on pace as long as I don't do anything stupid.
Like jump into a rock.
Like jump into a rock, which I've done a couple times.
So, serious question. Actually, I'm going to look this up myself. Do you think Donkey Kong Country stole Adventure?
Donkey Kong Country what?
Stole from Havoc's High Sea Adventure. They both have somebody trying to rescue something from a clearly evil pirate. They involve platforming, jumping on enemies to kill them, rolling/flipping to destroy them, and wider range of magically ridiculous creatures and bosses.
You know, if that's the case, I'll say that I don't care if Donkey Kong Country stole it. It did it way better, and also involved the barrels, which are a necessary addition to any game.
And made a bitchin' soundtrack.
I mean, the soundtrack to this game's actually pretty good. Like that, if there's one thing I will praise about this game, it's the soundtrack.
The midis do sound good. I mean, I've been listening to the same MIDI for like the last 30 minutes. But it's a good MIDI, like...
Yeah.
It's the same design of, like, Undertale's. You hear Megalovania at the end of the Genocide run because you're gonna hear it so many fucking times. Might as well make the best song be the one you listen to 1 billion times.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite boss theme in the game, even if this boss is ass and I hate fighting him.
Woo! Close.
Yeah, I just kind of remembered where the safe spots were. Alright, now I just gotta not jump into a rock like an idiot, and I got this.
Oh man, is that why this guy doesn't drink coffee?
What?
I'm trolling through the conspiracy theories, guys, thing now. There is an extremely expensive style of coffee called Kopi Luwak, which is civet coffee, because the civet is a creature, I think... I can't figure out where it is. Oh, it sounds like you got through it.
Got it.
Nice.
You did!
It's in, like, Madagascar, one of the high...
Yeah, I know,
country.
I know civet coffee. Are there multiple types of civet coffee?
No, I guess it would depend on the bean. Do you know how they make civet coffee?
Well, it's called civet coffee because they feed it to the civet cat, right?
Yes.
And then it's also I think also like it's been proven among actual coffee aficionados in a blind taste test to not actually taste any better than normal coffee.
You're basically eating shit coffee as well because they feed it to the civet and it can't
Yeah, and it
process
shits it out. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Does it even shit it out, or do they just cut it open?
They shit it out. It looks like a payday without chocolate.
I really thought you were gonna say it looks like a Baby Ruth.
Maybe Baby Ruth. Let me see.
Well, a payday is a Baby Ruth without a Baby Ruth without chocolate is a payday.
Okay, yes, that's why. Yeah, it looks like a Baby Ruth without chocolate or a payday.
So it's just a blob of caramel. What is it?
It's covered in it's basically got a looking center, and then all the coffee beans are just like wrapped around it like a payday. See if I can. I will send you a picture of a civet shitting coffee bean, Matt.
All right. Now it's time to see if my damage boost works. Or okay, that was almost bad. All right, I gotta wait for this dude to leave. Okay, now he's back. So, the way I make this jump is I jump from here, and then I bounce off this box, and then I bounce off another box, and then I bounce up, and yes. Okay, damage boost works. I just can't get hit again after that. Now the problem is I'm going to have to pick up healing items. So normally, in this case, I would just take the death and start over, but I didn't think to take an intentional game over when I started this level.
Oh man, I didn't see this one.
Hmm?
Did you know that all your apps are actually secret society symbols?
Okay.
Gmail is actually the Masonic Royal Rich Apron. Facebook is actually the Masonic Tubal Cane. The Apple App Store and the Android Product Store are actually the Freemasons. Google Chrome is actually.
Wait, what is the Freemason symbol in the App Store? It's just an apple.
So, well, this is the one that's the pen, the brush, and the ruler.
Okay, because there's a triangle. They're saying
yes.
They're saying there's a okay, yeah. So I've seen this kind of thing before, where people say if there's a triangle in something, it's Masonic. And guess what? There's a lot of fucking triangles and things.
Well, considering that the Mason symbol is an actual diamond made from a compass and.
I thought it was. Oh
ruler.
yeah, it is it is because it's made from a compass and like calipers, right?
Yep.
Because Masons.
Yeah, because Masons. Google Chrome, Divine King sign 666.
Sure. Yeah.
Google
whatever.
Play is the seal of Satan. And Google GPS is the Eye of Prophet. Also, don't forget on full moon, children, cleanse your crystals and recharge with intent.
Remember to meet up with me. Remember to meet up with me so we can charge our JO crystals together. God, I saw on Sunday that friggin' Craigslist post turned 10.
God, don't tell me how old those posts are. For fuck's sake, Matt. I need to always think I'm 20.
Oh, that's bad. All right. Well, whatever. Oh, wait. I can't do the damage boost. Crap. Okay. I'm gonna have to invent a strat then.
Oh, is it too much damage to boost through?
Yeah, you can only take 2 hits. Whatever. YOLO. Maybe we'll get the good one that doesn't involve damage. Yes, we did. Okay, but then I was not expecting it, so I walked into a box and died. I need to actually be going and grabbing the mid ring. I don't usually do that, but I'll do that this time because the mid ring's in a weird spot for the first checkpoint.
No.
This is another case of a hard boss that has a very hard level, which is, fair. This is the last level in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's the level description for the final, by the way? Does that have a description in the manual?
Well, oh yeah, shit, I forgot.
It's been a long time since you've read the manual. It's been 39 minutes.
Wait, one second.
Oh wait, no.
PDF.
Just gonna grab this.
We are on Fort Bernardo, or are we on the final stage?
We're on the final.
The final challenge on Bernardo's turf!
Bernardo's turf. It features a lot of boxes. The main weapon of this ship is boxes.
Man, the time to crate in this game is ridiculous.
Hmm?
Oh, just time to crate. It's how long in the game crate appears. It's like time to shotgun.
There were crates on level 2. You just jumped on them.
Brr. Down, cat.
Yeah, down. Jeez. Alright. YOLO.
Maybe that.
There we go.
I completely forget you had a flip kick. I was like, holy shit, how is he gonna get past all those boxes? Flip kick, I was like, oh, right, you can attack in this game.
Right, that move I've been using for the game.
Well, like most of the actual like stages, it's like you don't have them until the fucking boss appears.
Yeah, there's no reason to use it because it's a freaking worthless move. Oh, really? Freaking really?
Wow.
All right, I'm just gonna die. That's a bad place to start. All right, it's dead. Being dead is bad. Being dead makes it hard to win. Donkey Kong Country was a king. Oh yeah, King K. Rool, who ruled the pirates. Yeah. He became Captain K. Rool in DKC 2 though. So further plagiarism from High Seas Havoc there. Also, sorry, I'm really far behind with the chat. It's like, I don't have a whole lot of time to look at it.
I'm not on the Twitch, so I can't assist as well.
So I'm basically just checking it, like, between deaths. Yeah, in one he was a king. He was just a king on a pirate ship for some reason. Also, if you watch the task for this, the task makes far more liberal use of the front kick because it's just, you know, it's frame perfect, so it can do whatever.
Yeah.
So it does a lot of really crazy front kicks that I would never attempt to bypass a lot of very tricky obstacles. There we go. Oh, you're back. Okay. I know where to jump because I basically jump as I'm passing that one mast.
Ah, yes. I have another conspiracy for you.
Okay.
The Finland conspiracy.
Does Finland exist?
The Finland conspiracy states that Finland is not a real country. Not only is it not a real country, but there is no actual landmass there at all. And the space between Sweden and Russia is actually
Is actually what?
an empty ocean.
We're just gonna take a death here, because it's really easy to get the shoes.
Finland was first created sometime during the Civil War between Russia and the West. It was also around the time that environmentalism and the idea of preserving our planet was really taking off. And it's due to both of these things, the two main players in the Finland conspiracy came to work closely with each other, Russia and Japan. Japan-Soviet relations had always been shaky at best, but also incredibly secretive. Even as early as 1925, Japan and the Soviet Union had secret deals with each other regarding fishing rights between the two countries, with the Soviet Union giving up much of its fishing rights to Japan, with seemingly no explanation why.
All
These
right.
secretive treaties...
This is gonna be serious time here.
Yeah.
Alright. I gotta count how many times he laughs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we win.
That lighting's bullshit, but yeah. Turns
That's-
out Dog Wizard is the hardest part of the game.
Sub 90. There we go. No, wait. Not quite sub 90. My sum of best segments is under 90. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
There we go. I'm going to put that on the leaderboard. So if somebody else wants to beat it, they can go for it.
If somebody else was just saying, suck my dick and beat it!
Well, anyway, what was that conspiracy theory you're talking about? We got about 3 minutes of credits.
Um,
What about
Second.
Finland not existing?
the secretive treaties and alliances continue right up until before the fall of the Soviet Union. Gorbachev made trips to Japan months before the fall of the Soviet Union, stating the entire time how the relations between them were improving, even when Soviet relations with the rest of the world were worsening. In fact, the entire past 200 years of Japanese-Russian relationships bring up many unanswered questions. Why, at the height of World War II, were the battles between the two countries minimal despite being on opposite sides? Why did Japan sign a peace treaty with Russia in 1994, just months before their allies, Germany, went to Russia? Why were relations blah, 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 blah? The answer is simple. They share a common secret, a common asset that worked in both their favors, and that asset was Finland. It's unclear when Finland was first thought up. Some say it was during the Cold War, and others say it was as far back as the 1920s, but the necessity of Finland is quite simple. Japan could fish in the region of ocean between Sweden and Russia without worry for environmental repercussions. After all, nobody's going to expect fishing regulations to be broken in place where everyone thinks there's a landmass, will they? And in return, Russia gets a percentage of the fish to distribute amongst their populace. It's the simple case of fishing in the Finnish Sea, transporting it across Russia. There was a real reason for the construction of the Trans-Siberian Railroad, by the way. And then shipping it from the eastern Russian coast to Japan under the disguise of Nokia products. This is why Nokia is the largest Finnish company, and also why Japan is the largest importer of Nokia products, despite the fact that few people own Nokia phones in the country. There are clearly some unwanted questions in this conspiracy, and I'll try to address them below. What about Finnish people? Are they all in on the conspiracy? No. People from Finland genuinely believe they're from Finland. In reality, they're from small towns on either the east part of Sweden or the west part of Russia, or the north part of Estonia. What about all of Finland's other exports, other than Nokia? Finland's three biggest and most well-known areas of industry are oil tech and software. Oil is gathered in offshore platforms where the rest of us believe the landmass of Finland is. Again, the Japanese get to avoid rigging regulations with this respect. Tech companies have already been explained above with the Nokia post, and software companies are easy to redirect their IP address through the Finnish seas. As for other Finnish exports, well, claiming Santa comes from your country isn't a viable way to get people to believe it.